What's up, everyone? Welcome back. So, today we're going to do something new. Well, new for me, anyways. I'm going to try chicken and rice burritos on the flat top with refried beans and Mexican cheese, along with your usuals of, sour cream and adobo seasoning and all the usuals. But yeah, I've never tried to make a chicken burrito before, oddly enough, so let's give it a shot. Let's go. So we've got all our heat on low right now. We're just warming up these refried beans here. These are just out of a can, obviously, like most of you are gonna do. Um, these videos are a lot less about ingredients and recipes and more about process and how I do certain things. But anyways, that's what I got for that. In fact, this burner I might even shut off in a little bit because that is getting pretty warm pretty quick. So that might be ready to go a little bit sooner than I think. For rice, Uncle Ben's. It's a good go-to if you're lazy like me. I don't have loads of time to be making rice inside for this stuff. So we're going to go ahead and get a little bit of oil down. I think I'm going to do this rice first and then the chicken. There we go. Anytime you use this stuff, the only thing you got to make sure is that you get any clumps out of there. And it seems like it's kind of hard right when you take it out, but don't worry, it softens right up. The heat gets to it and everything, and it rehydrates. No big deal, so don't panic. Get it out kind of thin so everybody cooks as evenly as possible. I am going to hit it with some adobo. We're going to use a good amount of adobo on this cook. And once we get our rice and our chicken cooked up, we're going to go ahead and stick it in this hotel pan or whatever you got laying around, so that we can just scoop as we need to onto our tortillas. I'll let this rice just cook up for about 30 seconds, which you guys probably don't want to see, so I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Check on this. Those refried beans are looking pretty good. So what we'll do, stick them up there for right now. Turn this guy off. Actually, I'm going to turn these two burners off. So these two are on low, these two are off. Not a ton of heat for this cook. That's nice and softened up. A little bit crispy, which I kind of like. Put it way over to the side for right now. And let's get our stir fry style chicken down. Get some oil. This is just canola. You can use whatever you want. And we're just going to toss it straight on there. Straight out of the package. No seasoning just yet. Because now, let's hit it with some adobo. Break these all up. I think the stir fry size is just a good size to have in your your burritos. I don't know. We'll find out together, huh? How's that? Because these are pretty small, they're going to cook up relatively fast. All right, a little bit more adobo. For any kind of Southwestern or Mexican style or just kind of that style cooking, this stuff works awesome. Give them some love. Make sure sure our rice isn't burning. Oh no, that looks really good. Really, really, really good. You can add other veggies in these too. I was gonna put corn in there, but I don't know. Corn, peas, and green beans. You can throw anything you want in there. This is just what I'm doing. Again, it's a lot less about my recipe because I don't really have a recipe right now. I'm just kind of making this stuff up on the fly, like in most of my videos. I'm sure you've gathered by now if you've seen any of them. If you have seen any of my videos, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in again. I hope you like what you saw, and that's what led you to this one. Or if this is your first time watching, welcome. You know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna take some of these and chop them in half. Get them a little bit more palatable. Some people will say that this chopping like this isn't good for your flat top. I mean, I wouldn't sit there and like saw at it like crazy for a long time, but chopping some stuff up is definitely not the end of the world. As you can see, I'm doing it right now, and I wouldn't be doing it if it was bad for it. All right, what we're gonna do now is actually we're gonna kill all this heat because there's gonna be plenty of residual left in there. What I'm gonna do is get some rice, get some chicken, get some rice, some chicken, and just to kind of get it all mixed up in there a bit. Well, this is just your filling between that and the refried beans there. We're going to stick that off to the side. I'm going to wipe this down so that we can get our tortillas on there and get those situated, and then we'll see you in a minute. All right, so we're pretty well set with that. Now it's time to build, or at least start building. So what we're going to do is get the tortilla straight on there, just kind of get a little bit of heat into it so it becomes a little bit more pliable, a bit easier to work with. And what I'm going to do, just so I'm not working directly on the flat top, I'm going to put my wood cutting board right on here. It's not going to burn. It's not going to start a fire or anything, so you don't have to worry too much about that. And then what I'm going to do is get some cheese straight on here. Get my sour cream ready. Have that on hand. Oh, looks like I spilled a little bit of beans. Go down with refried beans. Stuff goes a lot further than you think it does. Sour cream. Just kind of spread this out a bit. And the heat from all this stuff is going to end up kind of melting that cheese. What we're going to do now is we're going to transfer this. This is plenty warm now. Get it over there. It's plenty warm, but it's not too hot to handle. You got a little bit of color to it, see? So take your chicken and rice, get about that much. Everybody always makes the same mistake, and that's overfilling the burrito, which you can go crazy with these things if you want, but I don't like making a huge mess out of them. So the way I do it probably isn't the right way, but I kind of get both to the center, roll out a little bit, kind of get everything towards the middle. On the center, roll it out a little bit like that. It's a little bit messy, at least the way I do it. It's a little bit messy. You want to try to get this edge all the way in and kind of tuck that underneath. Yeah, see, I got some spillage. Yeah. Sour cream on the fingers, not the worst thing in the world, I guess. There you go. There's one. Not the prettiest thing in the world, and I made a little bit of a mess, but let's see if we can try again. A little bit of redemption here. Get some heat into that tortilla. Plenty of residual heat from this flat top. You can press these with like a burger press or something if you want to, just to help seal them up, get some color into them, but I'm not going to get that crazy with it. I could, but I don't really feel like it. I'm too hungry. I just got to eat this stuff, you know. We're gonna go in a little bit different order this time. That's plenty warm. Beans, a little bit on there. We're gonna go cheese. We're gonna go maybe a smaller dollop of sour cream this time. What do you think? Maybe that'll help. And we're gonna go, oh, we got a lot of rice in there, but no chicken. All right, let's get some chicken in there. There we go. That looks a lot better. Cool. So now again, in the middle, whoop, come back. In the middle, fold over, kind of get it spread a little bit wider. Take this leading edge, tuck it under, well, a little bit of spillage, but not bad. And there you go. That's a burrito. Plate these guys up. Give you a look. What do you think of that? Chicken and rice burritos. Plenty of adobo in there. Some four cheese Mexican cheese in there. Sour cream and refried beans. Get you down here for a closer look. So there we go. Chicken and rice burritos. Not bad for a first shot. I'm getting pretty hungry. I'm going to eat these things. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and drop me a like. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below in the comments section. Consider subscribing to my channel. And as always, thanks for watching.